In this lesson, we will learn to convert units of speed. So far you've learned that there are different units of speed. You can make large number of units of speed. One of the most common units to describe speed is meters per second, and this also happens to be the SI unit of speed. Now we'll have to look at an example. Let us look at an example where we will learn how to convert one unit of speed into another unit of speed. So for example, we've got this first example. I am asking you to convert 30 kilometers per hour into SI units. Now 30 kilometers per hour, what does this mean? This simply means that something has traveled 30 kilometers in 1 hour. So 30 kilometers per hour simply means 30 kilometers has been traveled by an object in 1 hour. Now the SI unit of speed, see, we are supposed to convert 30 kilometers per hour into its SI units, and the SI unit of speed is meters per second, and it is also written as meter per second or meter upon second, like this, right? Now our goal here, or what are we going to learn in this session, is to convert one unit, which is kilometers per hour, into meters per second. So we are going to convert 30 kilometers in 1 hour to meters per second. If something is traveling 30 kilometers in 1 hour, how do we describe the same speed in meters in 1 second? How many meters in 1 second is an object traveling if the object is traveling at 30 kilometers in 1 hour? This is our goal. So the first step is we will convert 30 kilometers first into meters. So we will convert 30 kilometers here into meters, and that is our first step. And then we have our second step, and then the second step is we will convert 1 hour into seconds. So this is the second step. So we'll convert 30 kilometers into meters first, and then we'll convert 1 hour into seconds. So let us basically convert 30 kilometers into meters. So here we have 30 kilometers to meters, and we've done this process before. We've learned how to convert before. So we are converting a larger unit. We are converting kilometers into a smaller unit, which is a meter. So we are converting a large unit into a small unit, and the value of large unit is 30. So we have 30 here, right? And the conversion factor, how many meters are found in 1 kilometer, is the conversion factor, that is 1000. And the formula to convert a large unit into a small unit is VL times CF, which is value of the large unit into conversion factor. So the value of large unit is 30 kilometers and the conversion factor is 1000, and the answer we get is 30,000. So we know now that 30 kilometers is 30,000 meters, right? So we've got our first step done. We have converted 30 kilometers into meters. Now comes the second step. We have to convert 1 hour into seconds. And why do we have to convert 1 hour into seconds? Because the object is traveling 30 kilometers in 1 hour. So, and we are supposed to convert this hour into seconds, right? Because the whole objective, the final goal, is to convert 30 kilometers per hour to meters per second. So the second step is to convert 1 hour into seconds. And this is how we do it. I hope you all know conversions really well, but I'm just going to go through all the steps once again. So 1 hour has to be converted into seconds. How many seconds are there in 1 hour? So again, we are converting a larger unit of time into a smaller unit of time. And the formula that we use to convert a large unit into a small unit is VL times CF, which is value of large unit multiplied by the conversion factor. Now value of large unit is 1 here, so we know it's 1, and the conversion factor is 3600, which means how many seconds are present in 1 hour. So an hour, we'll convert that first into minutes, and then we'll convert minutes into seconds. So we know 1 hour has 60 minutes and 1 minute has 60 seconds. So when we multiply these two, we get the value 60 times 60 is 3600. So our conversion factor is 3600 here. And by putting those values, the value of large unit and the conversion factor, into the formula, right, we get 1 multiplied by 3600. So 1 hour turns out to be 3600 seconds. So now what do we have, right? We were supposed to convert 30 kilometers per hour. We were supposed to do this. So we were supposed to convert 30 kilometers per hour into meters per second. And now we know that 30 kilometers is 30,000 meters. And we also know that 1 hour is nothing but 3600 seconds. So these many meters in these many seconds. So what do we do next? So what we do next is we write this: 30 kilometers in 1 hour is equal to 30,000 meters in 3600 seconds, and then we divide this. So when you divide 30,000 by 3600, you get 3600 ones 1 and 3600 times 8.33 will give you 30,000. So 8.33 is only up to this two decimal places. We are not going to calculate more than two decimal places. So when we divide these two, we get these values. So what do we get? 8.33 meters in 1 second. Now this particular answer can simply be written like this: 8.33 meters per second. I hope you remember from our previous classes that there is no need to write the value 1, the number 1 with any unit. It is taken for granted that even if you don't write 1, it is in 1 second. So an object that is moving at 30 kilometers in 1 hour, if an object has a speed of 30 kilometers per hour or in 1 hour, what is the speed of the same object in meters per second? Well, it is 8.33 meters per second. You can also write this answer as 8.33 meters, and you can put a sideways slash per second. It's the same. So both these answers are the same. I hope you have understood how we convert one unit of speed into another unit. And I'm going to do one more example with you in the next video, and then we will solve some questions.